Excuse me. I'm going to open with Carol of the Bells by Yanukovych and arranged by Joe Winston. Wonderful. This is Unity Williamsburg Spiritual Center. And we talk about spirit a lot. And it's wonderful. It's joy. And this is the month of joy. You do realize that. We're going to have so many wonderful things happen to us this month. And we're going to hear bells until we're tired of them. But I want, how many people here have seen A Wonderful Life? So yeah, we've all seen it. If you're old enough, you've seen it too many times. Okay. Anyway, the whole idea about that is every time you hear a bell ring, an angel gets its wings. Well, let's do something different. Every time we hear a bell, think of God. Or think of something nice of who you're looking at or talking to. Or something that you're planning is going to be wonderful. Every time you hear a bell, think positive. And then you'll have a wonderful December and Christmas and whatever. Okay, let's sing a song, and let's sing it with bells on. the other person. Combine yourself with the oneness that we know is true within us. And you will not have bad things may go wrong. Putting the lights on the tree can be bad. But that's all right. Because when they get done and you switch that switch on, the joy of that is worth it, right? The joy of everything is worth it. So think joy every time you hear a bell in December. Please do that. And let's honor the joy that is in the person next to you. Let's say, the Christ in me greets the Christ in you. This is very important. And then we'll sing another song. Christ in me greets the Christ in you. Christ in me.
Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from sin's power we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. From God our heavenly Father, a blessed angel came, and to certain shepherds brought tidings of the same. Now that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name, oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Now to the Lord sing praises, all you live in this place, and with true love and brotherhood, we shall burn out in praise. His holy tide of grace, bring redeeming grace. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy. So, let us affirm what we know about UWSC together. Unity Williamsburg Spiritual Center is a radiant center of divine life, light, and love. We are a thriving, prosperous spiritual community that honors the divine presence in all and celebrates our oneness through loving service in our community. And since this is the first Sunday of the month, let us say an alternative Lord's Prayer. All together. Holy One, beyond all names, eternal wellspring, may love rise again in us today, with food for every table, shelter for every family, and reverence for every life. Forgive us our failings in love, and free us from all falseness, that the light of our souls may shine, and the strength of our spirits endure, for earth and all its people, this day, tonight, and forever. Amen. Now let's please stand and sing the first hymn. Thank you. so well. The angels did sing, was a certain for shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they keeping their sheep on cold winter's night, and waters so deep. Oh well, oh well, oh well, for is the King of Israel. And Lord come, and saw us so, shining in His beyond them far, and to the earth it gave bright light, and so it continued both day and night. Oh, well, oh, well, for is the King of Israel.
Great, thank you.
Okay, trying this. I have to put it high enough, and then it works. Yeah? Okay. So if you have someone you'd like to have a prayer for, or you'd like to pray for, or a situation or a celebration, hold them in your heart and breathe into that heart space. And then let us say together, as we center ourselves,
In your presence and one power, we realize that our thoughts have the power to heal and bless. We send them out now, carrying love, peace, joy, and life to situations and celebrations that we hold in our hearts. Thought by thought and prayer by prayer, we transform the world.
Amen.
Since today starts the season of Advent, we will be lighting candles one by one on the Advent wreath and using the affirmations from Unity's Advent booklet. The holiday season is a busy time for most people, sometimes filled with fun, and at other times a feeling of overwhelm. Advent means the arrival of a notable person, thing, or event. We commemorate the birth of Jesus as a divine child who grew to show us what is possible for all human beings when we are fully aligned with God. During Advent, we remember the divine essence that was born as each one of us. We explore our faith, share our peace, express our love, and celebrate in joy. Ring a bell? May you feel this during the Christmas season. Here to light the candle for hope and faith is Jackie Platt.
Advent starts with a candle for hope and faith. Scripture is from Mark 9:24. I believe, help my unbelief. As I light this candle, I let go of worry or doubt and acknowledge that faith is like a flame in my heart. It can be present even if things in the world try to crowd out my hope. As I light this candle, I give myself time to reflect and list my hopes and wishes for this new month, new holiday season, and the year ahead. Affirmation: I am grounded in faith.
I'm going to play through this song since it's brand new, so you all can hear it.
And so I'm going to introduce the guest speaker today. I have ascertained that Ingrid is home and not feeling well, so we set up a quick healing prayer for Ingrid, and look forward to seeing her here again soon. So, it's a little quick shift. Duncan are not happily married. Yes, he is happily married. Okay, so I will introduce Duncan co-founded a software company with his best friend and manages a team of 20 lovely people from all over the world. His excitement for showing up in a positive and spirit-filled way is infectious, and we are excited to host him today as he helps us again explore new ways of doing church beyond the traditional sermon. Welcome, Duncan.
All right, test. Happy Sunday. Hello, everybody. So yeah, Ingrid sends her love. She wishes she could be here, but she is at home recovering. Yes, my name is Duncan, and Ingrid and I'm going to switch between we and I here. You'll figure it out. Ingrid and I pulled together all of the events that were held at Unity this year, and those are now taped up around the room. Events like the Hoot Nanny, the monthly board meetings, and all the speakers from this year are up there. And if we get the first slide, whenever you have time, just get that first slide going. There it is. All right, so today we want to know what you loved most from Unity in 2024. Our goal is to hold up what we as individuals and as a community valued most, and we want to carry that forward into the future. And I'll throw in here too, if you're new, if you haven't been to very many events this year, there are ways where you can have a really valuable contribution today too, and I'll explain that in a little bit. So yeah, we need you here today, and thank you for coming. All right. So usually during a flipped church service, where we do something other than a sermon, we usually speak with each other, and we're still going to do that today, only instead of speaking in pairs or in groups, we're going to speak through the sticky notes, and we're going to listen by reading the sticky notes. And you can chat while you're up there too. That's just fine. So if you're able to share, if you can find one event, and if you have time to write down just one thing that was really meaningful to you and why that was meaningful, you have contributed positively to the future of this community, and you have helped enough. And if you can do more, excellent. If you can get to 5, that's great. If you can do more, just look for events that spoke to you and jot down why they were important. So if I get the next slide, how this will work is each event has a number. So you can find a sticky note, and there are pins in the pews. You find the number, write it on the sticky note, and then next slide. Then you write your name. That way we know who it came from and we can follow up to get a little more information. Because sticky note's not a lot of space. Do your best to include as much information as you can. And then next slide. Then you say a little bit about why that event was important to you. So here in this example, the event was one of the Celtic celebrations that Denise led. And what I loved, why that worked for me is I loved the guided meditation and the guided journey we went on led by Denise. I liked the open spaces she left where we each have our own experience. Okay, and next slide. Yeah, and then all this, you don't have to read this. All this information is going to get pulled together into a Google Doc, which is just going to be available. We'll be able to share that with the board, with the future spiritual leader of the community, and this will hopefully serve as a really solid foundation to communicate with them what do we value as a community. All right, next slide. Okay, yes, so now some logistic stuff. If you start on this wall, you can just stay on that side. You start over here, stay over here. All the events are on both walls. You don't have to start anywhere in particular, so just find an open spot and start there. Let's keep it positive. Because this is a public forum, we want to keep this constructive and share what was meaningful to us. Critical feedback is really important for our community, and we're going to have a link in the newsletter to share. Maybe if you're reminded of something today, there will be a place to share what could be improved. But for today, what did you love? And then if you need any help, if for whatever reason this format's not going to serve you today, come see me. I have ideas. Ingrid and I brainstormed beforehand. And we want to make this fun for everybody. Oh yeah, one more note on the folks who are new. If you didn't come to very many events here this year, how you can contribute, I think the way that will be really beneficial for us is just reflect back on this past year for events that you went to. And reflect on what made those events in your life meaningful. How did they serve you? Why did they serve you? And if you're willing to share, to include that on a sticky note, then we can take that into and learn from that. Because there's all kinds of great stuff going on out there. Which I'll say, yeah, if you did come to a lot of events here this year, try to focus on these first, and then extra credit, if you finish early, you can bring in some other events that are outside of Unity too. All right, next slide. I'm almost done. We'll get started. All right, this is the reminder. You're going to write the number, write your name, share what made it special, and then if you're done early or not in the mood for writing today, you can just walk around and read others' notes. Learn a little bit about the people sitting around you. Why are they here today? Why did they go to some of these events? And what made them special? So that is everything I think. Now we have time for questions before we get started. Yes?
I'm a little confused
Yeah.
about where I'm writing things.
Yes, so you'll write it on a sticky note.
Where are the sticky notes?
Oh, thank you. So the sticky notes, there are some on the walls, and there are some just stuck to the, what's that called, the edge of the pew?
Oh.
The edge of the pew. Yes. So they're just like stuck up there on the edge. If you look around, you'll find them. Thank you. I forgot to mention that. Any other questions before we get started? You can flag me down while we're going to. Pen?
On next to you on your
Yes, there should be some in the seats. All right, I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. Take your time, have fun. Like I said, you can chat a little bit or you can focus if you need to. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. Susan, I'm going to come down there real quick.
If anyone needs a clipboard, I have a bunch back here. Thank you.
Yeah. Interesting. Thank you.
Right there on the floor.
Right there on the.
See the one?
Oh, okay, the bunch of them. I'm sure there's.
I think some of the people over there want this.
Hey, how are you? And Brandon Lisa. Well, thank you. Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. Just before we started this, I did, take it back to ignorance. So I had to again read the book. Yeah, it's a short verse. Oh, I was getting this. Good. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, Mary, thank you for holding that space.
Candace's presentation. She's always something positive. It brings it one point. I just enjoy it here, when you get here, all those.
Alrighty, so we are almost out of time. Go ahead and you have time to finish up the sticky note you're on, and then go ahead and find your seat once you finish that up. And don't worry, if you have more, I have something for you, so don't stress, no stress. you, everybody. I had a chance to go around and read some of the sticky notes, and you all got the assignment perfectly. Thank you so much for taking the time to share. And what's going to happen next, like I mentioned before, is I'll take all these sticky notes, I'm going to digitize them, put them into a Google Doc. So if you still have more you want to share, or if you think of something later, we'll include the link to that Google Doc in the newsletter. And you'll be able to go in and just add it directly, or send me an email, and I can add it for you. And yeah, this is just going to be a public document that's available to everybody. It'll be available to the board and to the future spiritual leader. And that's everything. So yeah, once again, thank you all so much for participating. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to read every single one of these. Thank you.
So I'd like to play one of my favorite Christmas songs, The Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy by Tchaikovsky. Can you hear me? Yes.
Speak up.
Tell me.
You
What
need
is
to
it?
speak louder.
Speak louder. Speak louder with a microphone. Come on, y'all. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. So, close your eyes. Put your feet flat on the floor. Take a deep and cleansing breath. And let go. And relax into your seat. And feel the golden light of your grateful heart. Your grateful heart for everything and everyone, and every experience, and every situation in your life that you're grateful for. Spend a moment visualizing everyone, everything, every situation, every experience, every golden, glorious view, every little hummingbird, every beautiful morning, and all that is a blessing to you. And knowing that we are all grateful for so many things, and so our heart just expands and takes that golden light and reaches out to everyone here in our sanctuary and everyone and everything outside of our sanctuary. As a community, we are reaching out into our community with our heart of thankfulness and gratitude for being able to serve and also being served. Feel your light connecting with everyone here in this room. And the room is filled with this gorgeous golden light, and it goes outside the building and all the way outside into our community and outside into our state and into our country and way beyond our country. To all the countries in the world that need our light and we need their light, and we help them light their lights, so we have a whole world full of beautiful golden light. And so it is. Amen.
Now it's time to get your offering out and hold it between your hands or over your heart and feel the energy of prosperity flow through you to Unity Williamsburg Spiritual Center and out into the community. And now let's say the prayer plenty together. In the infinity of this moment, all is perfect, whole and complete. We acknowledge the one presence and one power expressing through us and Unity Williamsburg Spiritual Center every moment of every day. We open our hearts to the wisdom and intelligence that exists in the universe and in our lives, through which all resources and all healing comes. All doubt is released, and we trust that our needs are being met in this moment. Divine order is unfolding for our highest good now, and so it is. Amen. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. We are so blessed, we are so blessed, we are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed, we are so blessed, we are so grateful, we are so blessed.
No, Mike, I'm just gonna speak up and say, Sweet Spirit, we are so grateful for you guys and for everything you contribute to our beautiful community and to our marvelous, community that we are. And how we now are able to contribute to the rest of the community. And to keep going these services and the things that we are so grateful for, and to add more. So all I can say is we're grateful for all that is shared with Unity Williamsburg Spiritual Center, helping us to meet here for services and events that we also share in our community and beyond. Amen.
Now for the announcements. Next Sunday, we will enjoy a talk by spiritual teacher Joshua Inasi. This Tuesday, the monthly healing meditation gathering will be held from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. This Wednesday, Jamie Fitzwater will lead the weekly yoga class from 7 to 8 p.m. This Saturday, Daryl Key will lead the weekly meditation class from 1 to 2. For more details about all these events, see the flyers at the back of the sanctuary. And from the congregation, do any of you have any announcements or important events that we should be aware of? Amen.
So two things, I believe, Miriam, are we doing the decorations? So
Yes.
if there are helping hands that can stay after fellowship, we're just gonna gather all of the fall seasonal decorations so that we can get ready for, Christmas and the winter season. So if we can have any hands, little, big, of all abilities, that would be great. And also, this is really random, we are doing some crafting days, Christmas crafting days over the next couple of Saturdays, and there'll be announcements about the time for that in the newsletter. But if you happen to have ending rolls of toilet paper and paper towels, if you could hang on to those little cardboard tubes in the middle to bring in and donate, that would be great, because we have uses for them in our Christmas crafts. So thank you.
The prayer chaplain today is Jane Siegel. You'll find her in the back of the sanctuary offering private prayers. Prayer boxes are available on the left side of the table in front of the sanctuary. Your prayers will be picked up by our chaplains, and prayer will begin immediately. During the week, send your prayer requests to prayerunitywilliamsburg@gmail.com. All prayer requests are held in the strictest confidence. To receive our weekly newsletter, check out our website to sign up. And now, I have to say this, because when we do this at the end of the service, especially this time of year, I think of us as being like all the Who's down in Whoville. So please gather together in our circle of hand holding and do our end ritual.
We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, and we all agree. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.